Hi, my name's Laura Batante and this is My Two Bits, and today I have these really cute little Easter treat pouches to make. The template for this craft is available right there in the video notes, and it includes the pieces that you would need for the bunny and or the chick. So you don't need very much to make this craft once you cut out your pieces that are right there on the template. You have ears and you have your rectangle. And then also I have, for an embellishment, I have cut just a little strip of white paper that I'm going to curl, and this is just a paper punched flower, but you can use any kind of embellishment that you want. And then here's his little nose. So really the big thing is you need glue and scissors, and I would recommend for cutting out your rectangle a ruler and an X-Acto knife. So the first thing that we're going to do, I also would very much recommend either a solid, this is actually not quite solid, but it's close enough, or an all-over pattern. And otherwise there are no restrictions. And we're just going to go ahead and put on a small strip of glue, and you want to make sure you get right to the edge. So once we've let that sort of sit for a minute to dry, we're going to go ahead and do one of the other sides. So here we're going to push our glue out a bit, something we always encourage the kids not to do, just to make it a little easier to get the glue on. And you're going to do about the same depth of glue here as we did on the first seam. And then with this original seam in the middle, we're going to squeeze together. Don't squeeze down here. We don't want to crease it. We're just going to squeeze at the end. And then you want to let that dry for a bit before we go on to the next seam. And you can use some clips if you like to help hold it together while it's drying. All right, so when we've got it to this point, we're going to fill it with some treats, and then we're going to go ahead and glue the edges again. So we're squeezing it the opposite direction of the original seam, and that's what creates our little triangle. And now we're just going to do the exact same thing. We're going to let it sit for a bit and dry. Again, you can pop some clips on, or you can just hold it. All right, once that's complete, it's time to do the features. So find the original seam, and that will be our bottom. And then take your ears and just rub them between your fingers a few times just to start getting some curl on them. You can always adjust them after you get them applied. Then we're just going to add a little bit of glue and pinch them together up there at the top. Now for my embellishments, I went with the little cutout paper flower, and then I just took a strip of some scrap paper. You can cut this right off your stencil paper there, the template, and I'm just going to curl it around something small, so whatever you can find. This is a paintbrush, and again, we're just sort of breaking the fibers and getting it going. You can always tweak it once you get it on. And you can trim it too if you find it's too long. Okay, and glue on the flower. And the last thing to do is add the facial features. I'm going to do a black nose on this one. And I've already put his little highlight on his nose. And then at this point you can either draw on some eyes, or if you're like me, I'm going to put on some little punched paper eyes. All done. If you enjoyed this video, then please give it a like and consider following my channel. That would help me out a lot. And until next time, thanks very much for joining me.